build. Awesome, right? Think I'm gonna pick Ghost Rider and Strider.
Yeah, I think he's looking forward to Strider even more than me.
Yes. Yes, Doom is still spending the night. What? No, you can't have his autograph. I'm gonna have to call you back. Doom? What are you doing to my sandwich?
Finishing it.
Dude, that was my lunch.
It was delicious.
Well, now that that's gone, wanna go first to 5 in Marvel 3?
That game is so February 2011. Doom's got something better for you.
What are you talking about? Marvel 3 only came out 6 months ago, and by Odin's beard, where the hell did you get that?
Funny you should mention hell.
You went to hell?
Close. Los Angeles.
Wait, what was that?
Huh? Give me that. Yeah. Terms and conditions. Who reads this stuff anyways?
What does it say?
Beware, ye owners of this disc. Thou must master all 12 warriors. Blah, blah, blah. World shall end, etc., etc. Mysterious appearances. Galactus will scorch the earth. Sign Dormammu. See? It's just instructions.
Wait. Are you literally telling me you made a deal with the devil?
Kind of.
Well, how did you pay for it?
With bison dollars. Let's play it.
This isn't even worth the paper it's printed on.
No. It's awesome, right?
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, yeah!
Man, I can't believe we're playing this game right now. I'm gonna pick Strider, Ghost Rider, Hawkeye.
Hey, Max! Doom's ninja sense is tingling.
Strider. Doom, it's Strider! Huh?
Strider! Why are you so cold? Strider! Max! Strider's broken!
Doom, this is what you get for messing with Dormammu. Dude, he's like a blank slate.
I know! We can build him bigger, faster, stronger, just like Marvel 2. I don't want to spend any money.
No worries, Doom. I think I can get Strider up to speed.
The original fighting game Ninja has returned. Strider's one of the most varied and mobile characters in the entire roster. He lives up to his glass cannon status as having some of the lowest health in the game next to Phoenix, so you're gonna have to be careful. He has a very quick dash and will even keep running after you let go of the motion. You can control this by pressing down after dashing and then repeating it to perform a wave dash. This is the fastest way for Strider to move on the ground. But most of Strider's mobility and control comes from the air. He's got a very unique and tricky double jump, several versions of teleports, and multiple angled dive specials to get out of trouble. In previous iterations, the wall cling was considered one of Strider's worst moves, but in this game, it's amazing. The slide also returns and it can hit characters off the ground, however you cannot combo after without select assists. But mastering Strider's mobility comes with an understanding of controlling space, which you accomplish with his special moves. Ame no Murakumo is a horizontal lunging strike that causes a ground bounce, and the heavier the attack, the greater the ground bounce is. Graham is also a horizontal slash that covers the majority of the screen. The light one is fast and causes a hard knockdown. The medium one is slower but reaches further and causes a wall bounce. And the fierce one is the slowest but reaches nearly full screen and causes a wall bounce. Excalibur is an airborne dive attack that goes in 3 different directions. The light angles down, medium horizontal, and heavy upwards. These moves are great for extending and ending combos, but they're also good for getting out of the corner and getting across the screen fast as you can double jump and recover after. And as most would remember, the majority of Strider's projectiles consist of a robotic traveling zoo. Formation A1 is a robot tiger that travels full screen on the ground. Formation A2 is a hawk that covers full screen in the air, and Formation A3 is a hawk that's carrying a bomb that will drop mid-screen. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, these are Strider's go-to projectiles. You can summon them very fast and follow them up very quickly. But be careful, they have some of the lowest projectile durability in the entire game. Formation S summons a satellite that will hover around Strider for about 10 seconds. The satellite doesn't do anything by itself, but if you execute the shot command, it becomes Strider's best projectile. Forward and Heavy gives you the arch cut, as it's best used in the middle of combos before performing the launcher. The Wall Cling launches Strider to the wall in which he's facing and puts him in a state where he can execute several different special moves. Pressing Light does the ladder kick, Medium the Cypher attack, and Heavy the jump kick. If you're close enough to the enemy, all three of these moves can actually combo into each other. Pressing S performs an exchange where he flips to the other side, and you can also climb up, down, or dismount the Wall Cling. But Strider's true potential involves mixing up your opponent with teleports. All three of his teleports, or Vajra, each have different properties. The light one places you up and in front of your opponent, the medium teleports directly behind, and the fierce one performs a dive kick that causes a small stun state. However, if you hit them in the air with this kick, you will not be able to follow up for a combo. Strider has some of the most effective teleports in the game because they all track the opponent. Strider's hyper moves tell a unique story as he's the only character in the game with 2 level 3s. And his 2 level 3s are Ouroboros and Ragnarok. Legion summons several of Strider's robotic animals and hits off the ground. This hyper is best used after a completed air combo or after the light version of Graham. The uses for Ouroboros are going to be a bit different than you remember for Strider because it's now a level 3. This hyper summons several satellites that surround Strider and hit the opponent if they're close. Pressing any of the attack buttons will summon several disc projectiles that launch horizontal. This hyper lasts for 8 seconds and is perhaps the best when used with X Factor as the damage is greatly increased. If you're looking for that raw damage, then you'll want to use his other level 3, Ragnarok. Ragnarok is a rushing physical attack that moves half screen but can be blocked, causing 430,000 points of damage. This hyper is best applied at the end of long combo strings to finish off the opponent. Strider's assists include the light version of Ame no Merkamo, the medium version of Graham, and the heavy version of his Vajra teleport. The light Ame no Merkamo assist is only really good for extending select combos and has little to no invulnerability. The medium Graham assist also serves a similar purpose, but comes out very slow and can be hit out of it rather easily. The assist of choice should be the heavy Vajra teleport. It tracks anywhere on the screen and causes a stun state if they're on the ground. The only way you can stop this assist is if you hit Strider right before the kick executes. And here are a couple combos of the many that Strider can pull off. This first one utilizes the corner and is a pretty basic combo, ending with Legion. Having a satellite shot at the ready will always make doing combos with Strider easier. And here's a fairly advanced one utilizing several specials and the level 3 Ragnarok. It may be difficult, but the damage is worth it.
And then use teleport, and then I will use the molecular shield!
Doom, what the hell are you doing?
What? I'm just trying to return Strider to his glory days from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Trip damage to victory.
Rocks to the end?
Yes, that's it, Strider!
Doom, the molecular shield might not be the best assist to use. You probably should use a different character's assist.
A different assist? A different assist? Doom and Strider work as a team for over 10 years!
Did you ask Strider what he wants?
Nonsense! Doom is all Strider needs! We don't need any of your foolish advice!
Hawkeye.
What did you say?
Yeah, Hawkeye would be perfect.
But Strider, we were a team!
If there's one character in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 you can consider a sniper, it's definitely Hawkeye.
You remind me of my circus days, clown.
Hawkeye's mobility might be pretty limited, but he makes up for it with some extremely deadly tools and excellent range. He's got a slow dash and walk speed, but his acrobatic jump and trick maneuvers give him much more room to move around. His slide is great for closing the distance and is perhaps one of the best ground slides in the entire game. Shock Value is a tiny energy ball that covers about half screen with a small blast radius. It hits a few times and is best used when characters are getting up off the ground. The slide is perhaps one of Hawkeye's best moves. Mostly used for the middle of combos, it's also great for getting around, and you can cancel it into specials, making it safe. Hawkeye's main projectiles are the different variations of Quickshot, the Greyhound, the Hunter, and the Spritzer. The Greyhound comes out fast and causes decent damage. The Hunter has a weight attached to the arrow and leaves the enemy immobile for a short period of time, while the Spritzer does the most damage and causes the most stun. Pressing heavy by itself will give you a single shot arrow, and if you charge it completely, it'll release 3 bolts similar in damage to the Greyhound. Hawkeye's trick maneuvers are one of the few methods he has of moving around the screen, but be careful, these moves are not invincible at all. The light version of trick maneuver has Hawkeye leaping backwards, the medium rolling forward, and the heavy jumping forward. Pressing light during trick shot will give you violent fizz, medium icebreaker, and heavy rusty nail. Perhaps the most effective of the 3 is violent fizz, which causes poison damage over time, maxing out at near 150,000 points. The light and heavy ones can also be used after combos when a character can be hit off the ground. Hawkeye also controls a large portion of the vertical space with his ragtime shots. The Jack Rose is an explosive arrow that blows up over a period of time. The Kamikaze releases several arrows covering near 1/4 of the screen, and the Balalaika shoots 3 metal arrows that fall in a concentrated area. Put all these together, and you have a dominating presence controlling both the vertical and horizontal portions of a match. Now, let's take a look at the assists. The Quickshot Greyhound acts as a general projectile assist. Decent durability, but can get hit out of it pretty easily. The Violent Fizz assist retains its poison attributes, but comes out extremely slow. My assist of choice for Hawkeye is the Ragtime Kamikaze shot, which acts like a quicker but smaller version of Dr. Doom's hidden missile. However, this assist can be easily avoided by dashing forward. Hawkeye's main hyper is the Gremlin. It's a single hit shot doing 250,000 damage on hit and is an omnidirectional, almost instant hyper. It doesn't hit off the ground by itself, but with select trick maneuvers you can finish combos easily. This hyper is extremely scary because Hawkeye can punish almost anything with it. The Kiss of Fire hyper launches several bolts into the air that explode horizontally. This is Hawkeye's most damaging level 1 hyper and is best used after a launcher or after a combo to off the ground. Hawkeye's level 3 is called Tag Team Special and hits down and in front of him similar to the heavy trick maneuver. This level 3 does a full 430,000 points of damage and works great as an off the ground after combos. And speaking of combos, here's one that does decent damage with the poison effect over time. And here's another one that uses both of his level 1s in a single combo.
Doom, is he ready?
Quiet, Max! You'll lose his focus!
What's he gonna do?
Not bad.
Good for effort. That's my Strider.
Please, just a moment. Roger, hear you out.
Strider! Wait, Strider! Don't leave me!
I must leave, Victor. HQ has requested my presence immediately.
But we just got started! You can't leave me again!
Worry not, Victor. We will be reunited again on November 15th.
Well, that went pretty well. 2 characters down, 10 to go.
Oh, what's the point? Strider's gone again. What's Doom supposed to do now?
Well, you can help me for one? I mean, who knows what's gonna happen with this bootleg cursed disc you brought us?
You're right, Max. We've got training to do. Huh?
Doom, did you pay the electricity bill?
Doom doesn't pay bills.
No amount of training can prepare you for Galactus.